For 2 years, my brother played the innocent victim, while our entire family treated his ex like absolute garbage. So when I hired her behind his back, he panicked, because he knew she held a secret that would ruin his life. So my brother Colin was engaged to this amazing woman named Harper for about 4 years, and when they called off the wedding, it was a massive shock to everyone. Colin spun this whole sob story to our family. He said Harper was just too obsessed with her career, that she cared more about her event planning business than starting a family. Our mom naturally treated Colin like this wounded puppy. Harper quietly stepped away, and Colin soaked up all the sympathy. Fast forward to 8 months ago. I finally got engaged, which was thrilling, until I started looking at wedding planners in Chicago. The quotes I was getting were absolutely insane, like second mortgage levels of insane. But here's the thing. Harper's boutique agency is arguably the best in the city. When I was just casually browsing her site, I decided to shoot her a quick email, not expecting much, just a shot in the dark. She responded in 20 minutes. We grabbed coffee, and it was like no time had passed. She gave me a quote that was, no joke, 60% off her normal rate. She just said, "I always loved you like a sister, Chloe. Let's make this beautiful." It was a no-brainer. I hired her on the spot. I mean, my wedding, my budget, right? Why should I go bankrupt just because my brother's ego got bruised 2 years ago? Well, I casually dropped this information at Sunday brunch. I said, "Oh, by the way, Harper is handling the wedding coordination." You would have thought I just slapped my mother across the face. Colin dropped his bagel, his face turned beet red, and he started yelling, literally yelling, in a Panera Bread. He called me a traitor, said I was stabbing him in the back, and swore that if Harper was at the venue, he wouldn't even show up to walk me down the aisle. Over the next 3 weeks, my phone did not stop blowing up. My aunts, my cousins, everyone was texting me these long, dramatic paragraphs about family loyalty. Colin even showed up at one of my floral appointments just to glare at Harper and make sarcastic comments. Harper? She didn't even flinch. She just kept adjusting the centerpieces, completely unfazed. And that was when I finally understood exactly what kind of woman Harper really is, because she had already told me the truth during our second planning session. The real reason they called off their wedding? Colin didn't want a family. Colin had a secret sports betting addiction. He completely drained their joint savings account, over $45,000, just gone. Harper left him, but she promised not to tell our strict traditional parents because she knew my dad would absolutely disown him. She let everyone think she was a cold, career-obsessed villain, just to protect the guy who betrayed her. So when Colin called me last week, demanding one final time that I fire her, I had finally had enough. He was screaming, saying Harper was just using me to rub her success in his face. I took a deep breath, and I just said, "You know, Colin, if you want to talk about loyalty, maybe we should ask Dad how he feels about you gambling away 45 grand of your fiance's money." The silence on the line was deafening, just absolute dead silence. I kept going. I said, "Harper kept your disgusting secret for 2 whole years. She let this family treat her like garbage just to save your reputation. So no, I am not firing her. And if you ever speak to her disrespectfully again, I am posting the bank statements to the family group chat." He hung up on me. He hasn't said a single word about my wedding since. And Harper? She just secured me an ice sculpture for free. Best wedding planner ever.